boy, you still vaping? What do you want, popcorn lungs? I'm about to be 50 years old, attending my 17th funeral because I was the only one in my friend group who didn't vape.
Breathe air.
I'm not even putting that onto the camera, bro, that's fucked. These pure platinum titanium lungs just ingested some sort of rocket fuel. Oh, it just goes to show. Oh, I'm not even kidding. Mate, this is as legit as it gets. I had 1 microgram of that puff there. Oh, Jesus. Vaping is a damn epidemic. Basically, you've got the addictiveness of a cigarette, the accessibility, just being able to do it discreetly wherever you want. At your desk, at work, playing Fortnite, ripping a little ROM, getting your nicotine hits, getting your head rushes. It's gonna be damn hard because you need infinite amounts of willpower to part ways with your Beijing AC unit. So I'm gonna give you the 5-step method I use to part ways with the adult pacifiers from my life. I'm gonna just get straight into it. Step 1 is understanding the mental battle. So that's understanding why vaping is addictive, what it's doing to you, and the road ahead and the withdrawals and things like that. Why is vaping bad? Let's ask our best mate. Chemical exposure, toxic compounds, formaldehyde, acetaldehyde, acrolein, and other harmful chemicals. Heavy metals. The only heavy metal I like is the one I lift in the gym. Lung and respiratory damage. Okay. Nicotine has been proven to be as addictive as cocaine and heroin, and may even be more addictive. Many people who smoke develop nicotine dependence. Dude, 100%. Nicotine withdrawals are brutal. I'm sure if you vaped like once at a party, it isn't going to be the end of the world. The point is, the accumulation of a bad habit like this, you just don't know all the unknown toxic ingredients in there, and it can lead to an array of some pretty severe health outcomes. But this alone, just the toxic chemicals you're breathing in that cloud of vapor, it's addictive because of nicotine, and this just creates a dependence of you constantly wanting to reach for it. So physiologically, you're going to be dependent and addicted, and it's also habit forming. You're constantly reaching for something and sucking it. So you need to understand that mental battle is, yes, I'm going to be addicted physiologically because of that nicotine. Yes, I'm going to be reaching for something. I'm going to have intense cravings, and that's what leads to these intense withdrawals for me. My appetite spiked. So I think just having the knowledge and awareness that these things will happen is half the battle itself. There's an array of withdrawals, and they could be personal to each person, but definitely you'll be feeling anxious without your, comfort vape there. You're going to be feeling appetite spiking. You might be feeling a little bit needy and restless. You're also just going to have intense cravings for appetite because nothing is going to quite soothe you like nicotine did. So just understanding that is step 1. All right, I got 2 questions for you guys. It is a vape video, so do we buy a vape for the video? Question number 2, do we get the iGet or the Alibaba? Any vape enthusiasts down below, comment which one is better and why. Vape enthusiasts, I'm gonna call you guys. Do you have Alibaba? Oh wow. Can I get the Chupa Chup strawberry? How much is it? $45 to puff non-air. Crazy, man. This is crazy. From the local flipping milk bar. Although I derive my income from YouTube. I derive my income from my business, and YouTube delivers traffic there. So is this the first tax deductible vape ever, or am I going to get audited by the ATO? Accountants in the chat, let me know, is it valid if I tax deduct this? Great content, man.
Oh my God.
So step is accountability now. I want you to write this goal down. Once you write it down, you're like, I've actually got to do it. We're going to take it a step further. You're going to tell your best mate, girlfriend, your dog, your parents, and your friend group, because they'll keep you accountable. You can even put something on the line as well. I know Australia has a lot of degenerate gamblers that love putting multis on the footy. Well, how about we put a multi on your damn health for once? It depends how rich you are, but let's say $100. I bet you $100 I'm going to quit vaping. Or if I relapse from my vape, I got to pay you $100. If you want, you can pay me the $100. I'll be making a lot of money if this video gets a lot of views, but put something on the line for your health. Maybe that was a little bit harsh. If you do want to take a bit more of a caring and supportive strategy with this, they can be there for support. Like, oh, I'm getting this intense nicotine craving, so you go and tell your girlfriend, just like, oh, and gives you a cuddle or whatever you want instead of the tough love. So either one of those strategies, just find what works for you. Nothing to do with vaping, but it is to do with health. And there's been a little restock of my Jerky brand. There's a few hundred bags left. If you do want any more of that, you guys know it was good stuff. Go and grab it. I don't have a code or anything, you just have to pay full price.
Is there anything else you can do to get that same high or euphoric feeling from vaping?
You could definitely do hard drugs, or you could try having cocaine-fueled sex parties with friends. I've never done those, but I presume they'd probably be like vaping.
Bruh.
The running with vapes and other nicotine sources?
Yeah, I've said it, on a podcast or the YouTube video a few weeks ago. Not a huge run-in, but I have had my trials and tribulations. So I was just like, driving around in America, on LA, on those spaghetti highways, just doing a little bit, having a few cheeky tokes. And then when I got back to Australia, I noticed, holy shit, I wanted to keep vaping. It was intense withdrawals and my appetite was like this. I was eating the house down, super hungry. And then obviously recently I got off the nicotine in the form of Zins. So I've had my fair share of nicotine usage and also successfully getting off it. So I feel you guys have done a bunch of research on it and these are my best strategies. So step number 3 is accessibility. This thing is so accessible. You can do it anywhere. You can do it at your desk, you can do it in the car, you can do it wherever, right? It's not like a cigarette where you kind of have to go outside. So with that accessibility, we want to create friction. I'm going to recommend that you throw it out, give it to your best mate to keep away from you, chuck it, not in the ocean because then the turtles will be getting harmed and stuff. Just get it out of sight, out of mind, create a bit of distance between you and that bad habit that you want to get rid of. Legit, it was as simple as me throwing it away because I knew my cravings were bad, but I wasn't down bad enough to go and then drive to a store to spend money to buy another one. I was just like, that's kind of more inconvenient than the cravings I'm feeling now. So bang, a bit of friction is step number 3. So step 4 is replacing the habit. Half the battle is that habit creation or habit forming of you just reaching to go and do that. Because you know, when you reach in your pocket, you're going to get a neat little dopamine rush. So we got to break that habit slowly. A few things you can do is, let's say whenever you get a vape craving, you do 10 push-ups or you go and walk around the block. You might be doing that about 100 times a day and you get like 20,000 steps done. Another one you can do, start chewing gum. Or if you really are struggling to wean off the nicotine, and look, this isn't a recommendation, but it is something you could potentially look into if you are really struggling, is kind of nicotine substitutes. So things like nicotine gum or nicotine patches, but again, it is still the nicotine, which isn't inherently unhealthy, but I still don't like being addicted to anything. But it can be a way to get the vapes away. Or the other option is these cheeky little things here, which are illegal, but hey, it is better than a vape. Do be aware though, I was on the Zins. Zins are a lot heavier in terms of the nicotine, but they're healthier in terms of you're not ingesting 50 million different ingredients as a vape. Be very careful, you are putting nicotine straight into your bloodstream and that is quite hectic on the nicotine. So you might find it even hard to let go of that in terms of nicotine withdrawals. Then the next part from that is you don't want to be completely dependent on these substitutes here. So once you've gone through the brunt of the withdrawals, you're going to start slowly weaning off it. So if you're having 5 pouches a day, then go down to 4, then 3, then 2, then 1, and then you'll be scot-free soon. Ideally, you're not even doing them, you're just chewing gum, or you know, when you do get a craving, you're going for a run or you're doing some push-ups. The final step is step number 5, and that's to pick an opposing habit. So obviously vaping is a bit of a degenerate habit. Let's pick the opposite of degenerate, which is productivity beast health habit, right? So that can be going to the gym, improving your cardio, something that vaping is the opposite of. So obviously vaping is going to negate your ability to have good cardio on the bike or running, or your respiratory system in between sets in the gym. So pick something that you're really going to work towards and set a goal like, I want to run a sub 20-minute 5K, or I want to get my FTP on the bike to 300, or I want to bench 140 kilos, something where vaping is actually going to hold you back. So if you're really focused on a goal, you're just going to be like, why the hell would I want to engage in such a bad habit if I'm doing this? Another little recommendation for me is go jump in the sauna. You'll be sweating out that rubbish. The more days you're off it, easier it'll be. Obviously for me, I'm a fitness guy talking about vaping. It is something I'm passionate about because I want to help people. I know how many people are hooked on it and just a bit lost with how to get off it. They're just reaching for it. But if you do need any help and you do want to support me with what I do, I specialize in all things bodybuilding, powerlifting, body recomposition, getting stubborn fat off you, eating. I've gone through my own trials and tribulations with all of that. So if you do need anything, we've got the fat loss meal plan, link in description. We've got the anabolic bodybuilding program, which is the latest science aligned program you can get. It is intense. If you want a program where you're only spending 60 to 70 minutes in the gym 4 or 5 times a week, that's going to beat your ass and you're going to make insane progress. It's a little bit of structure there for a pretty affordable price for 12 weeks of programming. And again, that's just an easy way you can support me, as well as my other links down below. Other than that, let's keep each other accountable. Maybe comment down below to keep yourself accountable. Comment how long you've been vaping for, your worst struggles, and what you want to achieve now. And let's try to create a little bit of community of people wanting to get better. I know Anabolic Thursdays are all about being positive, productivity, improving your life. If you are on the vapes, don't feel bad, don't feel shame, don't feel guilty. Keep each other accountable. Comment down below. We're here to help. And if you do have any other tips that maybe I didn't mention or people could really benefit from, comment them down below too. Guys, thanks so much for watching.
Ha